Hello, everyone. I'm Ruth Smith, and I am happy to present the members of our group: Lynette Victor, Svetlana Sivolapova, and myself, Ruth Smith. We proudly present our capstone project entitled Teaching Coding and Robotics to Diverse Mixed-Age Students at Focus Learning Academy. We managed to coordinate our busy schedules, which allowed us to work together last summer during our annual STEAM Summer Enrichment Program. We launched a 1-week assimilation of our coding and robotics project. I should mention that Savetta lives in Surfside, an area of Miami Beach. Lynette lives in Tampa, and I live here in North Miami Beach. Our project occurs at Focus Learning Academy here in North Miami Beach, where I have been the owner and director for nearly 30 years. Our project focuses on teaching coding skills during our STEAM summer camp through robotics, while fostering problem-solving abilities. The learning design for this project is a dynamic blend of real-world problem solving and advanced coding concepts for students of diverse ages. Students will craft visionary city layouts with essential services while assembling and ensuring the functionality of MBOT's robots. Our learning objectives are based on the rationale for our project. To increase engagement and learning outcomes, our project seeks to tailor the standard curriculum and methods by applying constructivist learning theory, that of Vygotsky, Bruner, Roth and Lee, and Greeno. Our learning objectives include: by the end of the week, students will be able to integrate coding concepts such as syntax, learning the language that is needed to program computers and excel in robotics, sequencing, following correct order in which the commands are given, looping, understanding how to follow and complete a turn, conditional statements where students will have if and then statements that they must complete, and other variables to navigate a maze. Secondly, students will be able to program a robot to use its sensors to navigate a maze, learning how to apply the algorithms that you may have encountered. And number 3, identify the problem with their code and attempts to troubleshoot at least 3 times before asking for help from the facilitator. This is where socializing and learning from your peers and learning by doing and experiencing hands-on events will assist in the completion of these skills. Thank you.
In our capstone project, we're embracing a project-based learning approach where the tangible results of students' efforts, their actual artifacts, serve as the primary indicator of their learning outcomes. To comprehensively evaluate these outcomes, we're deploying a multifaceted assessment strategy. This includes a pre-test to understand students' initial knowledge levels, a post-test to evaluate the gains in knowledge following the learning experience, observations by facilitators documented through detailed field notes and task-specific grading rubrics, and a self-assessment completed by the learners themselves to reflect on their learning journey. In addition to these methods, we'll also be introducing a post-camp interview with both learners and facilitators. These interviews are designed to give all participants a voice, allowing them to share insight into their experiences and perspectives on the learning and teaching process. By integrating these varied assessment tools, we aim to capture a holistic view of the educational experience, thereby ensuring that our evaluation is inclusive of all stakeholders' viewpoints. This comprehensive approach not only enhances the reliability of our measurements, but also strengthens the validity of our findings. To further ensure the consistency and reliability of our assessments, we're involving several trained facilitators to observe and assess students' achievements throughout the class. This strategy will help maintain uniform assessments standard across the board. providing us with valuable inter-rater reliability and a more accurate understanding of each student's progress. To uphold internal validity, ensuring assessments accurately reflect the intended learning outcomes, we've developed comprehensive assessment criteria and grading rubrics for every task. This approach guarantees a systemic and unbiased evaluation of student performance. For example, on the initial day, students undertake a robot assembly task. Their performance is evaluated based on their precision in assembly, the ability to follow instructions, their capability to identify and define robot parts, and their grasp of each part's contribution to the robot's overall functionality. The grading rubric ranges from exceptional for an accurate assembly and identification to limited, where there are noticeable assembly mistakes and identification is unclear. Additionally, we assess students' baseline knowledge through a pre-camp survey, allowing us to compare it against a post-camp survey. This comparison aims to visibly demonstrate the acquisition of knowledge and skill. To further ensure a comprehensive understanding of the learning impact, students complete daily self-assessments, providing insight into their own learning experiences and perceptions. This multi-layered assessment strategy not only secures internal validity, but also enriches the educational feedback loop, fostering an environment where learning outcomes are transparently and effectively measured.
We identified a few challenges to internal validity and reliability in our project, including variations in student engagement and prior knowledge, potential facilitator bias, and participants' diverse coding and robotics backgrounds, including returnees from the previous years. The issue of students' absence or attrition, varying interest levels and motivation, and external factors like environmental conditions, in our case it's hot weather, and supplementary information access further complicates those challenges. Besides, interpersonal relationships among participants play a critical role in learning outcomes. To address those challenges, we plan to begin with the well-designed pre-tests to assess baseline knowledge. Our assessments will be standardized and closely aligned with the learning objectives to ensure consistency in evaluations. Besides, facilitators will receive training on how to perform assessments and observations in a consistent manner. We plan to adopt flexible engagement strategies to cater students' diverse interests and motivational levels, ensuring that learning is accessible and engaging for everyone. We plan to establish a group norms, expectations, and positive reinforcement to foster positive interactions, mitigate negative dynamics among participants, and promote a cohesive learning community. Moreover, our data collection will employ various methods including surveys, interviews, and daily self-assessments, allowing us to triangulate findings and enhance credibility. Besides, comprehensive data analysis will further bolster the study's reliability. Finally, we will administer post-tests to measure the extent of knowledge transfer, clearly indicating learning outcomes and program effectiveness. Together, we hope these measures will help us to overcome reliability, validity challenges and ensure the success of our educational initiatives. In the meantime, we welcome constructive feedback and your suggestions on improving our project's reliability, validity. Please feel free to comment below. Thank you for watching our presentation. We're looking forward for your comments, and sincerely, Ruth, Lynette, Svetlana.